212 audio check to see if the majority of members can hear me correctly. Some of you have some bad audio problems, but it's your fault. It's not mine. My audio is fine. I suggest you, if you're having audio problems, yes, I suggest you click out of the room and clear your cookies, clear your cache. And oh my God, Stacy's actually here? Stacy's here? Where's Deb? Somebody let Deb know. Susan, let Deb know. What's going on with Deb? You're on vacation. All right, everybody can hear me? Kelly, Bill, Sean, Goose, Charles, Baby, 2006, Rich, Jay, Gwen, Chris. This is the official Just Been Paid Synergy Surf Matrix Conference where, hello Brian, where my job is to help you guys cycle your matrices faster so that you can make your money back. Yeah, show you the money, huh? That's what it's all. Yes, that's what it's all about. Show you the money. Show everybody the money. That's what it's all about. Cycling these matrices faster so you can make a lot of money. And for those that are new, newbies here, and people are going to be coming in, Steve, as you know, people don't come right in at 8 o'clock Sunday. They'll be coming in, but even if they don't, I don't like to be honest with you, I don't even promote this room at all, because if I did, it would be, I think the numbers would be too much for me. Now, obviously, as the membership is growing, the room participation is going to grow. But I'm happy. The first day was crazy. The first day it was like 200 and something members, and it was just, and we was all unorganized. I was giving out my email. I was giving out my Skype. It was just a disaster. And the first conference was just an absolute disaster. But after that, we quickly got things organized. I mean, quickly. It was real quick. And I got to thank Susan for creating the email for me, so that way my email doesn't get all flooded up and screws me up. So the first day, and that's my fault. I don't blame anybody. It's not Carl's fault. It's my fault. It was just very unorganized. It was just a disaster, in my opinion. Although people said, "Oh, you did good, Snoop. It's fine, Baba." No, it wasn't. It was a disaster. They were just being nice to me. They were just being nice. It was a disaster. But ever since then, we didn't hit the ground with all the other miles from. I know they do, Karen, and I appreciate that. I really do. Sunday is actually our biggest day. On Sunday, when everybody's home, nobody has to work or whatever, we get our biggest crowds on Sunday. But I'm happy with the numbers. I mean, I really am. I'm not complaining. I don't promote it at all. I'm happy with the numbers. Snoop, why is the placement premium? Chase, because it's less tripler cycling at the time. Whenever there's less tripler cycling, and plus they're still doing a restart. Chaz, they're doing two feeds at the same time. They're doing a restart feed and a tripler feed. So they're still doing the restart. We're still in restart mode. Can you believe it is like over a month or close to it? Or I think it's probably over a month by now. Hello, Deb. Deb finally, Deb and Stacy in here. Isn't that great? I love it. So I got my whole team here. So we're gonna have a great conference because I got the whole team here. And also, for those that are new, I'm going to, break down a couple, little things. We need IBM mainframe to feed. Yeah. Yes, we do, Sanchez. Hello, Dave. Because it's very large. I thought they were going to get new servers for the feed, for the Synergy Surf part of the program, but I guess that hasn't, I forgot to ask Carl. That's why I was a little late. Because I was talking to Carl. Carl was antagonizing me as he usually do. I'm throwing ideas at Carl, and he's poo-pooing it as usual. But then later on, weeks or months down the road, and sometimes even a year, they eventually come around to my ideas. like they always do. Well, at least a lot of them, maybe not all of them, but a lot of them. But he's, antagonizing me on Skype and all that type of stuff, picking at me like he usually does. But so that's why I was a little late talking to him and rebooting my computer. But Sanchez, that is a great idea. Please include the basics regarding the Matrix. Okay, Moraine, the Matrix guide. For some reason, Marion, I think it's Marion. I hope it's Marion. They're dragging their feet. Nina has already completed the Matrix guide, and for some reason, Carl or the programmers, mostly Carl is responsible for that. They're dragging their feet, putting it on a website or making a PDF file with a link attached to it for you guys to understand it when you're not in this room. When you're not, but right now I'm in this room. My moderator's in this room. We're going to help you, Marion. We're going to help you guys. That's what they hired me for, and that's why I hired those guys and girls in here to help you understand it a little bit more. And the reason why they're giving out my email, well, it's not my email, it's the Matrix, it's the conference room email. If you want me to look into your account, which I actually do, for those of you that are new, I actually look into your account and give you one-on-one advice on what I think you should do with your account and in order to cycle your matrices much faster. And if you want me to do that, you send your member ID to that email that they're posting. My moderators are posting an email right now. That is the official Matrix Room, training room email. So you send it there. And when it's time for me to look into people's accounts, I'll, put your account up on the screen. If you do not want your account put up on the screen, just say so. Once again, I got to say, I do not put your personal information out there. Remember, I do not put your member ID out there, so you don't have to worry about the only thing they see is your matrices. That's all they see, and maybe your email, but everybody sees your email, so that's not a big deal. So I do not put your member ID. Send me your member ID in the email, not on the not in the headline, not in the the little headline. No, send it in the email. It makes it easier for me to copy and paste when I start looking into your accounts, and I actually put your account on the screen. So I will advise you that even if you don't want me to look into your account, stay tuned when I do start looking into people's accounts so you can learn. As I often use members' accounts as teaching tools because I come across a lot of different emails. I come across a lot of accounts where it provides me with a great teaching platform to teach you guys exactly what I'm saying. So when it's one thing for me to say it, but it's another thing for me to actually. Hello, Tish. I wasn't looking at the screen. Hello, Tish. How are you doing? How are you doing? But Snoop will call out your name. Yeah, I will call out your name. When I call out your name. Oh, I can't say I'm doing great, but I got to be professional, Tisha. It's some, a lot of things going on in my personal life, but nobody cares about that. They hired me to be professional. That's what I'm going to do. I got to put that aside for these couple hours and be professional and help people and motivate people and energize people and give them direction on how to make some money, because that's what it's all about. Nobody, don't care about nobody's personal life, and I understand. That's fine. I'm not, here for no sympathy, We're here to make money, and that's what I'm going to help people do. But I'm glad you came, Teach. I really do. I'm glad you came. I appreciate the support, and I appreciate everybody's support, and I appreciate the newbies, too. And I know we got some newbies in here. Yes. Oh, yes. Jay Slim, just been paid is, hello, Mike. Just been paid is an absolute lifesaver. It's my sole source of income. It's my sole source of income, and it provides me with a great lifestyle, a lifestyle that I did not have before Just Been Paid came along. So yes, Just Been Paid, Slim Pickens, Just Been Paid is definitely helping. So thank God for Just Been Paid. I don't know what I would do without it. But anyways. And I'm going to, and for you newbies in here, and thank you, Mike, for coming. I appreciate it. I'm going to give, you may already know this, and some of this stuff you may not know. I'll repeat let me say this again. When I get the sometimes I get very excited, not sometimes, all the time. I get very excited when I start talking about just been paid, and so therefore when I start getting excited, I start talking a little faster. It's just, something natural. When you're passionate about something, you kind of get excited. You can hear it in your voice, you can hear it in your actions and in your attitude. And so when that happens, just say slow down a little bit. All you got to just say, do it in a nice way, please. Don't be, mean and rude like some people are. Just say it in a nice way. Hey, can you slow down a little bit? And I will. You're the best trainer. Yes, of course I am. I mean, I've developed a little following. That's why they hired me. Eventually they just had to cave in and hire me because, I do pretty well in the main conference. Developed, like I said, a small little following, just a small little following, and that developed over time from me being one of the most successful members, also helping people a lot. I mean, when I wasn't getting paid, Mike, I would be helping members out, hour after hour after hour after hour after hour after hour, and shut up, Stacy. And I wasn't getting paid for it. I was just doing it on my time because I wanted people to be successful. I wanted you guys to experience the success I was having. It's very hard to be successful in this industry, in this HYIP industry, and just been paid is just a lifesaver. And so if I can start from the bottom, and build my way up and have the type of account that I have, then you guys can do it too. So I was just, hello, Alicia, hello, thank you for coming back. I appreciate it. But, and I wanted everybody to experience that. So I would take time out of my day on Skype, Gmail, and forums and everywhere just to help people out, to be successful. And so a long time, they wasn't paying me to do this. I was just doing it from my heart. But finally, I am getting paid for this. I am a just been paid employee. So, Snoop, how much did you start with? Oh, JJ, I get that. People, it's a difficult, it's a long drawn out, kind of answer, but since you guys are new, since some people are new, most people already know it. If you know me, you already know it. But it's kind of a long story, JJ. But I'll try to summarize it as best the way I can. How I first got into just been paid. It was through a team build. It was actually through a team build. It was back in 2010. June 2010. I joined in June of 2010, but the team build I joined in May. And so I joined the team. I was, excited because I wasn't good at getting referrals, JJ. I'm still not really. I mean, now I've developed a little following, so now it's easier for me. Just Been Paid has given me a platform to where I kind of attract a little crowd, so it's easier. But before then, it was very difficult for me to get referrals. So that's why I joined Just Been Paid through a team. But I was like, if I gotta, but this was before Tripler, where you had to get referrals to earn. You had to literally get referrals to earn. So I said, I'm not good at referrals, so I need to join through a team build. So, but guess what? Right when I joined in a team build, I'm one of these people that like to ask questions. I ask a lot of questions. People that know me, I'll ask question after question until it finally clicks in my head. Well, the guy who started the team build, he didn't like that. He didn't like me ask questions, so he kicked me out. He literally kicked me out of the team build. He kicked me out. He kicked me out. He said you're asking too many questions. You're no longer a part of this team build. So I got kicked out, and I was very don't say poor. I got kicked out of the team build, and I kind of went in panic mode. Because I'm not good at referrals. I said, how am I going to get referrals if this guy doesn't get me referrals through his team build? And so that's when a light bulb went off in my head. I said, you know what? I'm going to have to suck it up. I'm going to have to spend some money, and I'm going to have to start my own referral cashback thread. So on MMG form, I started my own cashback thread. This was way back in 2010. There was no tripler, and you literally had to get referrals in order to cycle. So I started small. I would pay for people to get a matrix. I would pay for their matrix. I would literally pay for their matrix, and then I would pay for them to have to upgrade their membership. I paid for that out of my pocket. That was a losing. I was losing money then. I was losing money that I was paying for people. I said, listen, I was so desperate to get referrals. I said, I'm going to pay for you to actually have a matrix. I'll pay out of my pocket, and I'll pay for you a 3-month membership level 1 upgrade fee. I'll pay for that. I was just so desperate. I was in panic mode. I needed to try to get referrals. I wanted to be successful. So that's what I had to do. And at first it was very hard. It was very difficult. And then not too long after that, JJ, I put in $2,000. There's a booster pro. If you look on the Just Been Paid, when you sign into your, when you going into all the programs, you still see booster, right? You see JSS booster. Well, that program was started because the matrices had came to a crawl. Nobody was cycling and nobody was making money. At least guys like me. I wasn't good at getting referrals, but the other people who were good at getting referrals, they were making money. But people like us, that's why they started Booster. They helped people like me where we weren't good at getting referrals, so we needed Booster, and I put $2,000 in Booster. Well, that sounded all fine and dandy, but I didn't make any money in Booster. My money literally got stuck. My money literally got stuck in Booster, and I was angry. I was upset. I got even more frustrated. I wasn't angry or upset at Carl. I wasn't angry or upset at Carl. I was angry or upset at myself. I was like, why did I just, money I didn't have, why did I just put $2,000 in a program that I don't fully understand? Why did I do that? I just felt so, I was like, I need that money. I went into more panic mode. I was like, I need that money. I just put $2,000 and my money is stuck in the program. Try to have a period at the end. So so I was trying to get my money, and then I really went into panic mode. That's when I really tried to go hardcore with the referrals. I upped the referral cash back just to try to get more referrals to cycle and get my money. It was I put that on my credit card. I couldn't afford to pay the monthly minimum. You got to pay the little monthly interest on your credit card on minimum. I couldn't even afford to do that. So I was struggling. I was treading water. I'm paying for a referral cash back that I can't afford. I got $2,000 stuck in a program that I can't afford. And so we needed a lifesaver. So that's when the booster came, and then that's when the warp came. So they introduced warp, and so warp kind of boost up cycling again. We got the boosting cycling. We started getting our money back a little bit, but then here we go again. It started slowing down again. It came out like gangbusters, but then after a few months, here we go. Started to slow down. So me, Randy, and Margaret, we begged Carl. This is when Add 2 Million was the hottest program on the internet. It was the hottest program. We begged Carl. We said, please start a 2% program. You tell Fred that it'll really boost revenue. It'll really help the cycling. Please. I mean, we begged them for months and months. Carl said, no, it's not exciting enough. Nobody will care about a 2% program. It'll be a waste of, he was against it. All of a sudden one day, we come into the room, and Carl says, we're doing a 2% program. Fred is going to introduce a 2% program in a few weeks. I mean, and you should have saw us. We were like little kids. Yeah, he was wrong. He was way wrong. And I don't think neither one of them knew it would take the internet by storm. I mean, I didn't expect it, so I'm pretty sure they didn't expect it. When we begged them, we knew it would help. We knew it would help with the revenue. We knew it would help with the cycling. I just wanted my money back. All I cared about was my money back. Did I think I was going to be able to make a living off this? No. I had $2,000 tied up in the program. I was just hoping to get my money back and then leave. That was my plan. Let me get my money back and then leave. But once they introduced this tripler, and to answer JJ's question, after tripler was started, I invested $500. And I waited like a week. I wanted to see how things would go. I put another $500 on my credit card, and I waited like a week to see how this thing was work. How is it going to? Once I saw how it was working, I put another $500 on my credit card. So that's $1,000, and then I spent roughly about another 1,000 on referral cashback. Because then I changed my cashback. Or once they had the tripler program, and I saw what type of money maker it was going to be, I went and changed my referral commission cashback that I was doing in the forum. And I still couldn't afford it now. Remember, I'm spending money I do not have. I have not seen a profit. And I'm just spending money. I can't afford to pay my monthly minimum. I'm spending money I do not have. But I'm just so desperate, and I see the potential of this program that I'm willing to go above and beyond my means just to make this work. And boy, did it pay off. I read from February to the end of May. Reinvest. I'm getting referrals at the same time. The referral is starting to kick in. The commission starting to kick in. All those referrals that back in 2010 that wasn't bringing me really anything. Now they're investing. Oh my God, they're investing in the program. So that referral commission is kicking in. Then here goes my money. My money's kicking in. I'm reinvesting. Wow, this is kicking in. And I already have. Remember, since I had $2,000 tied up in the program, it gave me over $4,000 in Synergy Surf matrices. It gave me, so I had over $4,000 in Synergy Surf waiting. So when the first tripler started to expire, my money just took off. So not only did I get my money back, I'll answer your question, Joe. Not only did I get my money back, but after those 75 days, when those triplers started to go into my matrices, I didn't get my money back. The money was just started rolling in. I said, wow, this is, my mouth just really was just like, wow, this money is, I can't believe all this money. Not only was I getting my $4,000 back, but I was making more. It was $300 a day. It was $400 a day, $600 a day, $700. It just kept going up and up and up as I'm getting the referral commission, as I'm cycling matrix, and I got my tripler money. So I got three. I'm hitting them three ways: tripler earnings, the Synergy Surf earnings, and my referral commission earning. And the program just exploded. The program just took the internet by storm. It exploded. It quickly became the #1 program. And we were like, see, Carl, we told you that if you started a 2% program, it would really take off. Did we think it'd take off? Did we think it'd take off like it really did? No, we didn't. I mean, we just thought it would help. I just wanted to get my money back. Like I said, I just wanted my money back, and I planned on leaving. That was it. Let me get my money back and go try something else. But once the numbers started coming in, once those earnings started to come in, and those expiring tripler started to fill our matrices, and that I was there. My eyes got big. I said, wow, this is gonna be a hit. And Mike and JJ, the last thing I'm gonna say before I actually go into the training. Sorry about that. I told you it was gonna be kind of long, JJ, but I think it's a good story to tell. And one last thing that really kind of took everything to the next level. I was looking in the MMG forum, and somebody was bad mouthing Just Been Paid. They said, "Why everybody only make small withdrawals? Has anybody ever made a big withdrawal?" And I think the biggest withdrawal I saw was maybe a couple $100, maybe $200 or $300. And so I wanted to prove this person wrong. So I let my earnings accumulate in my account, right? I let them accumulate until I got to I was going to do it to 10,000, 15,000, but I just got a little anxious. I got a little excited. So around $9,200. I made a withdrawal. And you want to talk about somebody that's nervous? I was like, I wonder if Just Been Paid is going to pay this, because this is a large amount. Over $9,000 is a large amount of money. Is Fred and Carl and are they going to pay this? Are they going to say that's too large? That's too much. To my surprise, within 24 hours, I saw over $9,200, over $9,000 in my account. When I saw that, I literally froze. I said, is this my money? Did they really just put over $9,000 in my account? I've never seen that. I've never had that much money. Never. I've never seen that amount of money. I didn't know what I said. They just put over $9,000 into my alert pay account. Usually my alert pay account has a couple $100 in it. It may have over 1,000. If I put it on my credit card, it may have had over 1,000. But I saw over $9,000. I said, did they just do that? And so I immediately I made a screen capture. I made a screen capture of my payout, and I immediately went to the MMG forum. When I posted that picture, when I posted that withdrawal, that's when everything, and I gotta take credit for this. You know what I mean? I don't want to toot my own horn, but that's when everybody that's when the program really shot off. Yes, I had Kim. You can go to the moderators page, Kim, and scroll down. They only put 2 of my pictures up. I can't post the link from the forum because some people accuse me of stealing people's referrals, even though I did no such thing. I was giving people a link to my pictures. I wanted you to use my pictures to help people get referrals on their own, but somebody got a little salty or whatever and said Snoop is trying to steal people. I don't need to steal it. I have my own referrals. I was doing pretty well on my own. I don't need to steal your damn referrals, but so I can't post my link, but to all my pictures. And you can see my $2,200 computer that I'm talking to you guys on now. It costs $2,200. Thanks to Just Been Paid. Bought my grandmother a car for my brother. Thanks to Just Been Paid. Monte Carlo. And some other things. But I started from the bottom. So when people say I got criticized in my Skype group, somebody said you're a liar, Snoop. They said you can't make a living off this. You lied to me. You can't because of the restart. Obviously they were heavily affected by restart, and they called me out. They said you're a liar. You say you can't make a living off this. I said this is what I do. I'm a living proof that you can. Randy Phelps is living proof. He bought a house. Randy bought a house from Just Been Paid. I'm living proof. I buy nice things from Just Been Paid. I don't have any other source of income besides Just Been Paid. That's it. So if I'm living off Just Been Paid and I'm supporting my family off of Just Been Paid, I'm living proof that you can make a living off Just Been Paid. And then the JJ, the moral of the story is the guy that kicked me out of the team build, he came back. Once I posted that over $9,000 withdrawal, he came back begging me to join his programs. He said, wow, Snoop, he said, your earnings is way more successful than mine. He had a little bitty account. My account, he didn't know. So the moral story is the guy kicked me out of his group, his little, his team build, and I ended up being way more. But JJ asked me. I told you it's gonna be kind of long because it is a long story. It is, I can't really give you bits and pieces because it's not the whole story. It's not the. That's right, Dave. That's right. That is right. What goes down, and you know what, Dave, and you know what? That's why when I was not getting paid, I would spend 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours in the conference room helping people when I was not getting paid because I wanted people to experience the success that I was having. I wanted them to experience the success that I was. So they wasn't paying me. They were telling Carl, you need to pay Snoop. He's helped me out a lot. He's staying all these hours extra helping people. And Carl, he never, he never listened. I just recently started really getting paid. But for months and months and months, I was doing it just off my own time because once I started having all this success, people wanted to know, well, how you do it? How do you do it? I want to do exactly what you do. So how did you have? Because I said I started from the bottom. I don't have a list. I don't have a website. I don't, I'm not a big shop marketer and promoter. I pay for my referrals. I pay for that stuff. I started from the bottom. I couldn't even, like I said, I couldn't even afford to pay my credit card. I couldn't afford to pay it. I couldn't afford it. Now I can afford to pay it off. It's no problem. All my credit cards are zero. No debt at all. Nothing at all. It's no problem now. But back then it was hard. It was some hard stuff. I was struggling there. I was struggling. I eventually built my account up to over $22,000 a month. So from that little $2,000, that $2,000 built up to over $22,000 a month, just from getting referrals and building up and reinvesting. So maybe we can organize JPV. What you mean? Everyone needs to hear. Yeah, go. It is. It's a pretty good story. So sorry, JJ, and sorry for the newbies who I kind of took up time, but I think it's a good story. To be honest with you, because I want to let you guys know that I hear this often too. That just been paid is only good for the big players and all this type stuff. I started from the bottom. I built that up. I've worked very hard. I use my Skype group, my Gmail, everything to get my referrals. I built it up. I worked very hard. It wasn't overnight. So when people hear about me, and I heard I got criticized a couple months ago about quote unquote bragging about how much money I was making. I'm not bragging. I'm trying to inspire people. People are asking me, how much money do you make? What am I supposed to, what do you want me to say? What do you want me to do? I don't understand. Everything I'm do and say, I'm trying to inspire people. Because to let you know that you can do it too. You can do it. You can start from the bottom, just like James Guest. Another guy that he listened to he took my advice, listened to it, and he built his account up from 7 to was 1,600 positions in 4 months? From 7 to 1,600 in 4 months. So that's all I'm trying to. It's not about quote unquote bragging somebody. And I know who the person who criticized me on the Skype forums. The just been paid Skype forums is nothing but a big soap opera now. That's why I got out of all of them basically. All the just been paid rooms, I got out of all of them. They're nothing but a big gossip, soap opera type stuff. So I don't want to be dealing with that. So I got out of that stuff. So, but yeah, I took some people behind my back, they would talk about Snoop's bragging again. Well, people are asking me, how do you make that? That's all I'm doing is just relaying it. That's all. It was, hold on, guys. Not Snoop. I'm assuming that Fred and team loses when they get rid of this program, meaning they should not write. Ricky, I don't know that much. Only Carl and Fred, and you know what? Fred is not going to lose. He's making a boatload of money from this program. I mean, if they're paying out like millions of dollars, per day or per month, you can imagine what Fred is making. If he's paying out that much, you can imagine what he's making. It's a lot of money being paid out, and as much money as I make, Ricky, there's some people in this program that make what I earn look like pennies. Alan Chapman is making. You think I'm making some money? What he's making is, good. He can buy a yacht. He can buy a yacht with the type of money he's making. All the referrals that he has and all the money, that guy's killing it. I wish I was making him what he was doing, but I'm pretty happy. I'm not complaining about what I'm making. It's nice. So it takes care of my family. It takes care of my family. Okay, Kelly, what you want to know about Matrix? Let's get to the Matrix training. Let me scroll up and see if I missed any questions. And if I missed a question, don't call me. What did somebody call me? A bastard. What does that lady call me? Because I think I skipped over her question on her account, and she son of a bitch. She literally. You don't have to call me a son of a bitch. You don't. If I miss you, just repeat it again. I get to talking fast. I get to. Sometimes I don't look directly at the screen, and I can miss your question. So I don't do it on purpose. I never skip over anybody's question on purpose. Never. I never do that. So if I do skip over yours, it's accidentally. Just repost it in the room, but don't call me names and a son of a bitch like that lady did. So I'm scrolling up right now, seeing if I missed anybody question. But when there are a lot of AAA after restart, is there a way of treating them in one fell swoop? What you mean, Joe? But when there is a lot of triplers after a lot of those triplers get converted into matrices. That's why restart is not another thing I'm going to address. Restart is not a bad. I know it seems like it at first because your tripler earnings take away. They drop off the map. They drop completely off the map. But if when I take you into my account, I'm going to show my account a little bit. Once again, it's not bragging. I'm just showing you that the effect of restart that restart is not been devastating to me. It's not, it's gave me allowed me to make even more money. It's allowed me to make even more money. So yes, my tripler earnings went down, but my Synergy Surf Commission earnings have gone up. So now I'm scrolling up now, so I'm not looking down with one fell swoop. But Joe, after restart, I would recommend you do a dual strategy. I would recommend, what is a dual strategy? That you focus a little bit more on cycling the Synergy Surf and still buying tripler. If you got a lower account, a little account, I mean a page or less of Synergy Surf matrices, then you want to do a dual. You want to do a dual strategy, and that's how, because you need those. If you got a lower account, you need those expiring tripler filled in your matrices. You need those. Mike, the Moneymaker Group. It's called moneymakergroup.com. All right, I think let me scroll back down and catch up. And for the newbies in here, I got a few tips, hints, and strategies for you guys to help you save money and cycle your matrices much faster. And also, I'm going to be looking into you guys' accounts one-on-one for those that want it. That email that my moderators keep posting. Send your member ID to there, and I see the matrix. The emails are starting to fill up a little bit, and I will look into your account, give you one-on-one advice on what I think you should do with your account to help you cycle faster. And I see some people then went to spam, so let me get them out of spam. Some then went to spam. I don't want to skip over nobody. I don't want to be called a son of a bitch again. So so let me catch up. That's encouraging. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate it. Let me scroll back down, trying to catch up everybody. I don't want to miss anybody. That's great. Sometimes you go through a bad to appreciate. That's right, Dave. That's right. Sometimes you got to go through the bad to appreciate the good. I think I done caught up with everybody. Snoop, how much money you need to make a living on Just Been Paid? Nelson, this is a tricky question, Nelson, because it depends on what are your financial. My financial needs are different than your financial needs, and yours is different than everybody else, and everybody else is different than everybody else's. So, and what you say, $5K per month? Nelson, it all depends. Are you talking about no referrals? Or are you talking about just money on your own and no referrals, and how to make $5 to $8K per month? The bottom line is you're going to have to invest new money. You're going to have to invest more money. If you're not good at getting referrals, like I wasn't. By the way, referral cashback really works. It really works, and you don't have to pay what I do. You can start with $10. You already get a free $10 from Just Been Paid, and then you can add another $10 to that, to any referral that you might be thinking about putting into the program. So, and you just want them in the system. You just want them in the system because of you hoping that eventually down the road that they'll start putting more money in. That's what happened with a lot of my referrals. I paid their way in, and then down the road they paid in $5,000, thousands of dollars down the road. So, and obviously I made that money back and then some, and I'm still living off them. I'm making a living off them. So, it works. But Nelson, I'm not scrolling now. I can't see what your answer. I got the screen on your question up here. I would say, you know what I say, Nelson? I would say this. Put as much money as you can afford and do what you got to do. To put that money in there. If you got to get a second job, if you got to wash dishes, if you got to deliver papers, if you got to go sell your blood at the blood bank, if you got to collect cans, the more money you put in Just Been Paid, the faster you're going to be able to make a living. Unless you're one of these people who can get a bunch of referrals where you can just live off your referrals. And a lot of people do that. Some people, they don't hardly invest anything in Just Been Paid, and they just live off their referrals. One of my referrals does that. He doesn't hardly put any money in, he lives off with his referrals. So it all depends, Nelson, about how much it would take to you know, just what I would say, Nelson, go big or go home. That's my philosophy. Go big. That's why I spent money I didn't have. When I started in Just Been Paid, I spent money I didn't have because I knew down the road it would pay off. I took the temporary sacrifice in order to make more money down the road. So, you know, do what you got to do. To put the money in there. The more money you come in, the faster you'll be making a living off this. Misery loves come. Don't worry about it. Snoop, jealousy. Thank you, Roberto. I appreciate that, Roberto. Let me scroll down and see. Frederick Man makes money on We Make on wider program. I don't think it would. I don't, you know, nothing lasts forever, but, you know, I applaud them. I applaud them for giving a very good effort and trying to make this last forever. And there's no signs of slowing down. I mean, there's going to be some slowdown in the matrix cycling for like a couple of weeks, but then it's going to pick right back up when all those triplers start expiring again. So, let me see if I'm. Hey, Snoop, my friendship so far I made over from listening. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Tisha. Thank you, Tisha. Thank you. And I'm getting all type of testimonials, and I appreciate it. Thank you, Tisha. Thank you. So it's working. And I helped another guy with make it $1,000. Another guy make $800 and something. And then I forgot who, somebody else here. I forgot her name. Oh, it slips my mind. I'm so excited and I can't even think straight. Somebody else I said I helped make them a lot of money. I said send that stuff to Carl. Moneymaker Group, Marion, moneymakergroup.com. Moneymaker Group. That's the largest. It's the largest forum in this industry, in the HYIP industry. You'll see a bunch of it'll be overwhelming at first, but just, you know, just keep coming around every day, and then you'll know how it goes, and, you know, you'll learn the personalities. I just stick to my cashback thread. I don't go, because the Just Been Paid thread is so disgusting now. I don't even want to look at it. You're out of money. Okay, here we go. Now I'm a little behind. Oh God, we're almost an hour into it. Now for the newbies, let's go. Let's get into a few tips and strategies that mostly the regulars in here, they already know this, so they're probably going to just, you know, go and watch TV or glance off or do something. But for the newbies in here, you guys probably don't know this, and this can really help you save a lot of money. And especially, hold on, let me answer this. Snoop, your referral lives off referrals. And does this mean you can't be overtaken if you refer someone who goes? Yeah, I can be overtaken if their referrals, if they get a bunch of referrals that spend $5,000 and $10,000, yes, I can eventually be overtaken. And this person, and I'm starting before restart. I was just living strictly off my referrals. I haven't invested new money and Just Been Paid since March 2011. Since March 2011. Unless you want to consider referral cashback, if you want to consider that new funds, which technically, I got my hands in quotations, I guess you can consider that new funds, but technically I have not put new funds into my account since March 2011. No new funds. So, you know, I was living off my referrals and living off my account and what I already invested in there. So, but anyways, so the newbies. Here we go, and this is one of the major matrix questions that I give. I have a friend who will be on super text me. Oh, wow. There you go, Tisha. I love those super referrals. That's how you make a living. That's how you live off referrals. Getting those super referrals. That's how you do it. That's really, but let me get to this. A lot of, no new investing. I don't do new investing. One of the number one questions I get about matrices is this is probably the number one. This is besides the fact that people ask, well, how long does it take before your premium placement get filled? Those are the two top questions. Number one, how long does it take to your premium placement to get filled? And number two is, what does it mean when you get a matrix where you are your own upline? Those are probably the number one and two. How long does it take before a premium placement get filled? And then number two, Snoop, what does it mean when you get a matrix where you are your own upline? This one is very simple, folks. Very, very, very simple. Now, you got to figure, I'm going to spit it this way, now you got to figure that if you are your own upline, just by default, you got to think, let the light bulb go off in your head. When you see somebody else as your upline in your matrix, and you know that a few positions in your matrix affect a few positions in theirs, and then a few positions in theirs affect a few positions in your matrix. Well, you got to figure, well, wow, if that happens that way, well, what happens when I am my own upline? Well, you got to let the light bulb go, put two and two together. What that means is when you fill the first two spots of that matrix, you're also going to fill two other spots in another matrix that you have in your matrix. So you're affecting two different matrices at one time. Let me repeat that. In case you missed it, I get to talking a little fast when I get to talking about just been paid. So let me slow it down and repeat it. What does it mean when you get a matrix when you are your own upline? All that means is you are going to affect two different matrices at one time. Now, why is that important? Well, that's important because you're saving money. And if you have a lower account, a little account, what do I consider a little account? A page or less of matrices, of mostly empty matrices. I consider that, a little account. And if you have a little account, most likely you have little funds, right? And if you have little funds, you're trying to fill as many spots as you can with the least amount of money, right? You are trying to fill the most spots you can with the least amount of money because you are on a budget, or otherwise you wouldn't have a little account. So let me repeat this again. If you have a matrix where you are your own upline, what does that mean for you? What does that mean for you? What that means is when you fill the first two spots of that matrix, you are going to be filling two other spots in another matrix, meaning you save money. So remember that. When you are the upline, you fill the first two, just the first two spots. Now, eventually you're going to fill all the spots, but you got to say, well, what spots in that matrix affects another spots in another matrix? Well, it's the first two. It's the first two. And how do you cross-reference that? All you got to do is copy and paste. Hold on, I'm going to put my little bitty account on the screen. Hold on, let me get my administrator access. I forgot to pull that up. But all that means is, and I'm looking, somebody just spent some money. Some of my referrals are still spending like crazy. All that means is when you fill the first two spots in that matrix where you are the upline now, and that's very important, when you are the upline, you're going to fill two other spots in another matrix. Now, here goes another one. This tip right here, the next tip I'm going to get, this one is even better. Now, you get a lot less of these now. You get a lot less of them, but when you get them, you better focus on this type of matrix. Here's another little idea, tip, strategy, whatever you want to call it. Here we go. And this one's even better because you affect more matrices, and you eventually, of course, you save more money, right? So here's another one. Now, I just told you about the upline matrices, but it gets even better. It gets even better with the next little tip and strategy I'm going to tell you, but it's a rare. They're rare. You don't get these very, very often a lot of time. Now, when you get a matrix from either restart feed or tripler feed, mostly tripler feed, because that's what is going to be going on. Restart feed is not going to last forever. Eventually, that's going to end, and it's just going to be tripler feed. When you get a restart feed, a restart matrix or a tripler, a matrix from either restart feed or tripler feed with the first two spots already filled with your name in them. Your name is in the first two spots, and it came like that. You didn't buy into it. It came like that. Did you know that the next four spots in that matrix also affect four other spots in two other matrices? Let me repeat that again because, I was tongue twisting and couldn't talk right at first. Let me repeat it again for those that I'm not looking at as I'm trying to log into my account. Let me repeat that one more time because I know some of you guys, your head is spinning. You're like, what did you just say? What? Come on. I didn't understand that. So I'm going to repeat it several times, and I repeat myself several times just so the international crowd can understand me. And for those that, just want to understand me better, I like to repeat myself a lot so that you guys can get a better understanding. Okay, here we go. Did you know when you get a matrix from either restart feed or tripler feed, but mostly tripler feed, because that's going to be every day after the restart is over. Did you know when you get a matrix from tripler feed with the first 2 spots already filled with your name in them, did you know that matrix, the next 4 spots in that matrix, will also fill 4 other spots in 2 other matrices? Effectively meaning you are affecting 3 different matrices from one at one time. Meaning the third and fourth spot is going to affect 2 other spots in another matrix, and the 5th and 6th spots of that main matrix is going to affect another 1 or 2 spots, another 2 spots in another matrix. Did you know that? So effectively, 3 different matrices from one. Now, did you write that down? Did you grasp that? Did you understand it? Let me, one more time, just so you guys can, I know this stuff is complicated. A lot of people say this stuff, wow, this is really, 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 really complicated. At first, it seems like it is complicated, but I'm telling you, it's not. So let me repeat this one more time. Hold on, I'm going to actually put my count up so you guys can get a little. Now, I don't have these type of matrices, at least the ones that I can find, because my account is so well developed. The 2 strategies that I just told you guys, they don't work for me at all. I don't do those strategies at all. None. You know why? Because a lot of my matrices look like this, so there's no way I could do that strategy. My matrices look like this, where I only got to spend $5 or $10 to cycle that off. But this is what I mean. This is what I mean. When you get the first 2, now this is not a good example per se, but when I log into other people's accounts, I'm pretty sure I'll see a bunch of matrices where I'll be able to give you a direct demonstration of how exactly what I mean. This was just a little preliminary example, just to kind of give you some direction of what I mean. This is what I mean. When you get the first 2 spots of that matrix pre-filled, meaning I didn't buy it and you didn't buy it, pre-filled with your name in the first 2 spots, did you know the remaining 4 spots in that matrix will also affect 4 other spots and 2 others, meaning 3 and 4 will affect another 1 and 2 spots in another matrix, and 5 and 6 will also affect another 2 spots in another matrix. Do you guys get that? You understand it? So it's 2 different matrices that you need to focus on, unless you got a count like this. If you got matrices that look like this, then that doesn't really apply to you. I don't care about that stuff. I don't, my matrices look like this thanks to restart. So that stuff don't apply to me. This applies, those 2 little hints that I gave you guys, those 2 little hints, that applies for people who have a lower account. If you have a page or less of mostly empty matrices, maybe even 3 pages of mostly empty matrices, that is a great strategy for you because you're saving money. You're filling more spots and you're saving money. For me, doesn't apply to me at all. I've never done that strategy. I don't need to because my account look like this. This is what my matrices look like. Okay? So I don't need to do that. But if you're on a budget, and you got a bunch of empty matrices, and you're saying, hey, I want to buy some placements and premium placements, but I only got so much money to go around. I need, help me out here. What can I do? Help me out here. Well, that's what you do. And once again, and what I'm saying once again and also remember what I just told you. They don't really. I want to say that Carl and maybe even Fred, they don't want me telling you guys that because they feel it's too complicated. And when I do tell you this stuff, it does kind of, some people say, they shake their head and say, and just throw their hands up saying it's too complicated. They type in the room, Snoop, this is very, very complicated. And so that I kind of understand what they mean about they just want me to tell you guys, look, buy placements and premium placements on spots 1 and 2 and be done. That's basically the crust of it. But my thing is, I want to help you guys, me being the person that I am, I want to help you save some money. I want to help you out more. So I'm going against the company line. I'm going against the company line by telling you these two things so that people with lower accounts and you own a budget, you need to try to save money, you need to try to fill more spots. Telling you this, the matrix where you are the upline. I told you, when you are the upline right here, where you are the upline, and if you want to see the other matrix that affect all the other positions, all you got to do, when you get a matrix where you are the upline, all you got to do is this. Copy and paste the system number right here. This is the system number, and you put it in that search box. Now I'm not going to do this because this, I don't have. Like I said, if you really want me to demonstrate this, wait till I start logging into people's accounts, which I'm about to start doing, and then you'll see a live demonstration. I'm sure I'll come across an account that has those type of matrices, and I'll give you a live demonstration where you can see exactly what I mean. So I told you guys what it means when you are your own upline, and then to go even farther, even better type matrix, but they're more difficult because they're, those are more rare. Those are more rare matrices. So the ones where you are the upline, people tend to get those a lot more, especially people with the lower accounts. They tend to get those a lot more. The ones where you get the first two spots filled with your name in them, those happen a lot less. They happen, but a lot less. So when you get that type of matrix, what you need to do is fill out the rest of the spots in that matrix immediately. Immediately. If you got that type of matrix, and once again, let me say what it means. When you get a matrix from, here go to restart, from tripler feed or restart feed, where the first two spots come pre-filled with your name. This is my name. So let's say my name right here was in these first two spots. What I would do immediately, when you spot that type of matrix, what you do is you go buy placements and premium placements for the rest of the 4 spots immediately. Now, normally I recommend don't spend over $20 to cycle a matrix. That's kind of like the general consensus among the big players. If you ask most of the big players, if not all of them, they'll tell you I don't recommend spending more than $20 in the matrix. You can. It's not a big deal. If you spend more than $20, it's not the end of the world. You didn't do anything wrong. Nothing's bad going to happen to your account or to your matrix. All it means is you're going to take less profit. Every time you buy a placement and premium placement, your profit goes down $5. Okay? Every time you do, every time I upgraded this, every time I bought this, so instead of getting 60 for this, I'll get 55, which I'll take it. That's a hell of a return, is it? You spend $5 to get back 55, I'll take that any day of the week. Any day of the week. But anyways, when you fill the next 4 spots in that matrix, it fills 2 other spots. Basically 4 other spots in 2 other matrix, but it's 2 apiece. So it'll be 2, these right here, 3 and 4, it'll be 2 other spots in another matrix, and then 5 and 6, there'll be 2 other spots in another matrix. Now, and when you're your upline, you just focus on the first 2 spots. Remember, when you are your upline right here, when your name is right here and right here, when you are your upline, you just fill the first 2 spots in that matrix, and 2 other spots in another matrix will also fill up. Okay, so we got the content. You guys write that down. I know, some of you guys' head may be spinning, and maybe you may say, I still don't get it. Now, I completely understood. It took me months and months and months to get this stuff way back in 2010, listening to Carl. That's why I spent over $2,000 on the program, because I didn't even completely, I just was chasing money. I was chasing dollars. I was chasing dollar signs and just chasing money, and I didn't completely understand it. I made a big mistake, and it took me a while to get my money out. And this was before tripler. Now it's easy to get your money out, but before then it was very hard to get your money. So let me take this off in case anybody got any questions. So do you guys understand that? What exactly? When send me your email, and I'll call out your name. Please stay patient. Please stay patient, because if you leave before I get to you, obviously I'm going to just skip over your account. I'm going to call your name out. So just buy the spots or upgrade. And JJ, another thing I recommend. I always recommend upgrading open premiums. I don't recommend just buying a placement and just leaving it there, because placements never get filled unless you got a bunch of expiring triplet to go into them. So always upgrade your premiums. Always. So yes. You buy the placements, and you spend another $5 to upgrade on the premium. So yes, Of course you do. Don't, and never buy expedited. Never buy, because expedited is a waste of time and waste of money. They never get filled. They never. So don't try to cut corners and save money by trying to buy expedited. And, unless you partner up with somebody. If you got a friend or a buddy or somebody from a forum or a chat room or a Skype room, and they appear in your same matrix, and you guys want to team up, you say, hey, you go ahead and buy the placement, and I'll go ahead and upgrade the premium. Or you say, hey, since somebody already bought the placement, how about this? You already bought the placement. Why don't you buy expedited, and then boom, I'll upgrade it to premium. It'll only be $2.50. You can save money like that. But so unless you're teaming up with somebody, don't waste your money on expedited. What is premium versus play? Mike, placements is just like, hold on, let me put the screen back up because I'd rather give you a visual. I'd rather give you. Placement is what I consider like a temporary referral. It's to help you fill a spot in the matrix. See this? This is a placement. Now this is the premium right here. They'll give you a choice. It'll say expedited over here or premium. You click on premium. But this is it helps you fill that spot. How does that spot get filled? With your expiring tripler, somebody else's expiring tripler, or one of your referrals if they actually buy a matrix on their own without it getting it free. Let me repeat that again. This is a placement. What do this is not a just been paid term. This is my term. What is a placement? I consider it like a temporary referral placed in your matrix to help speed up the cycling. Now, once this matrix cycler, this matrix will disappear. Once this cycle off, they're no longer in your matrix. It cycles off, it disappears. But this is what a placement is right here. And the reason why they bought on premiums because placements were taking forever. To get filled. So that's why they bought a premium to help expedite the cycling. So that's what this is right here. See this placement? This will be empty. Let me go to my almost empty then. I can probably give you a better demonstration there. I went to my almost empty. That's I have a bunch of see this right here? This what you'll see in your matrix. If this is a new matrix, and what you do, you click that like this. You see this? Buy placement. Now I'm not going to buy, but I'm just going to delete it. But I'm going to go to it and show you. If it is, this is Internet Explorer slowing down again. But see like that, and then you click that. You see that? Click that, and then you click it, and you keep clicking. And once you're done, that's it. Then once you do that, let me delete this because obviously I don't want to, I don't want to waste my money on that because I got way better matrix on that. So let me delete that, which I'm doing. If you think you made a mistake about buying a placement, you can delete it. Okay, so let's go back. All right, and when you do that, now see that when you do that, it'll say placement purchase by so and so, either by you or whoever. Either if you place them, it'll say placement purchase by Cyber CEO, or if you did it, it'll say placement purchase by whatever your name is, or whoever bought it. And then over here in this area, it'll give you the option to either expedite. I might not have it on this page. Let me go to the second page, and second or third page. I got this is my worst set of matrices. This is the last set of matrices. I'll never focus on those, never, and I don't need to, and still make a lot of money. All right, let me go to my other page. Hold on, I'm just going a little fast because I'm trying to get to another page. And I'm about to start getting people's accounts because I want to get everybody. And this is what it happens when it gets filled. See this? When a placement or premium placement get filled, this is what happened. Either your name, if it's your expiring tripler, your name will be put in there. Remember, 50% of your expiring tripler get put into your own matrix, and 50% of somebody else's expiring tripler get put in your matrix, okay? And this would happen when a spot gets filled. This spot was filled. This is what happened when you buy a placement and you upgrade it to premium, and it gets filled by your expiring tripler or their expiring tripler. This is what happens, okay? All right, I'm scrolling fast. Don't worry about the screen. Screen's probably white now, but because I'm scrolling fast, but I'm trying to get to another to show you what an example of an expedited and premium. Let me go to the next page because it's hard to find certain matrices on my on my account because I got a real good account, so it's really hard to find. That's why when I get into other people's account, stay tuned. Now this is what I mean right here. See this? This is what happened. When you buy a placement, they give you this option right here. See this? Expedited premium. Don't click on the expedited. They never get filled. It'll just sit there. It'll just here go a matrix right here with my own. Hold on, I'm sorry about that. I was trying to teach you about that, but then I saw this. I just happened to look down. Here you go. Look at this. See this? This is a matrix where I'm my own upline. So that means if I buy a placement right here, these two spots right here will fill another matrix. Okay? These two spots right here will fill another, not fill the whole matrix, it will fill two spots in another matrix. Sorry. Now, it won't fill the entire matrix. Let me repeat, let me make that clear, because I don't want people, oh, Snoop said it. You know, I know how people take everything, little thing I say and just run with it. So, let me clarify. You fill these first two spots, and you will fill two other spots in another matrix, okay? And hold on, this is what this means right here. After you buy a placement, it'll give you this option over here. And you just click on the premium, and you follow through the steps, and you buy it. You know, you buy. It costs $5. $5 for a placement, and another $5 for a premium. Now, you know, I know you may say that's a lot of money, but it's not. I mean, would you spend $5 to get $55 back? Would you spend $10 to get $50 back? Yes, and you get refunded if you fill your own placement. You get refunded. But let me see if this. Let me see if this. Now, see this right here. Let me see if there's sometimes that matrix search box engine don't work like I think it should, but hopefully it works. See this right here? I'm my own upline. But hold on, you see this right here? How do you spot the other spots? Now hold on. Remember these numbers right here. 159.51. 159.51. Hold on. Put that in the search box. See that? Put that in the search box. Now here go the other matrix. See this? Now remember, did you guys count them numbers? Did you guys count them numbers? Did you guys let me do it? This is a good example, and then I'm gonna start getting in people's accounts because I'm already way behind. Now, hopefully I can go back to the page and let me see. Don't mess up. Come on. All right, here we go. Now pay attention. For the newbies, this is really important. This is really. Here go another matrix around my own upline. This is, hold on, let me see if I can find the one where I just, let me see. Okay, here we go. Now pay attention. No, this is not it. Oh, jeez. I think this one is it. The hell is happening? Page keep reloading for some reason. Okay, hold on. I'll just do it with this matrix. You know, I'm my upline. Okay, pay attention right here. This will be real easy to see. See this for the newbies in here? See this? Pay attention to these. Rememberize these numbers in your head real quick. Right here. Somebody, you know, that's a good math wizard. Try to rememberize them numbers. Is very important. I'm going to show you guys before I log into your accounts. Before I start logging in guys' accounts. This when I get a good matrix where I can make a demonstration, then I stop on it. See this? Please remember that real fast. See that in your head? Pay attention to it. Now here we go. We're gonna try to find these numbers again, right? Remember I said when you are your own upline, you fill the first two spots, and those two spots fill two other spots in another matrix, right? So to let you know, guys know, especially the newbies, that is not voodoo. That is not just voodoo. I'm not just speaking what I don't know. I'm speaking what I am know. Here you go. See the system number? You copy and paste this system number right here. You see that? There you go. You see that? All right, here we go. Put that in there, in this matrix search box. Right there. Now, boom. Now, remember, follow one more time. Here we go. Remember them numbers. Let's see if we can find them. 110, 59, 11. 110, 59, 11. All right, let's see if we can find them. Here we go. 110, 59, 11. Wow, look at that. See that? Do you see that? Here go those other two spots right here. Now, this is the other matrix that popped up. See this? 110, 59. Remember, that 110, 59, 11, where was it at? It was in the first two spots, right? Well, in this matrix, it's the third spot. Then the 112 is in the fourth spot. See that? It's the third and fourth spot in this matrix. These numbers right here were the first two spots in the other matrix. But in this matrix where I am my own upline, see that? I am my own upline. I copied and pasted this system number. I put it in here. I click find a matrix. And this is the other matrix popped up. So although in the original matrix, it was 1 and 2. Well, in the other matrix, it's 3 and 4. See that? And that's for the newbies. That's a live demonstration to show you that this stuff is not voodoo. This is real stuff, and you can save money with this. If you have a lower account, a page or less of matrices, this is a great strategy for you to use. You know why? Because you fill more positions with the least amount of money. Okay? You fill the most positions with the least amount of money. Okay, that's about it. Let me start getting into people's accounts. If anybody has any questions. So when you not the fill now feature is not activated, but flee with the fill now feature is you spend $30 and you only use this when you only got one position left. Let's say you got 5 positions filled in the matrix, 5 positions, and you need your money back like right now. You need that $30 right now. You got to have that $30. Well, you spend $30 for the fill now feature. You cycle that matrix immediately. You get $60 back, but you know your quote unquote your net profit is only $30. I don't think it's worth it. I would say one or two times back in 2010 that I used the fill now feature. I wouldn't use them. You go to Spartacus, you go to positions, you go to your account, go to your Synergy Serve back office, and click on positions. Okay? So Flee, I wouldn't recommend you use it. I mean, unless you absolutely need, if you got a bunch of matrices where it's only need one spot, there's only one spot remaining in the field, and like you need, let's say you got 5, 10, 20, and you need that money like right now, you got to have it. I mean, go ahead. If in case of emergency, go ahead. But other than that, I would, why spend $30 on that? I would wait for the system to fill that last spot. I would either let my expiring tripler fill that, or let the system fill it. Why, I wouldn't do that. I don't recommend using the fill now feature. But any more questions before I log into your guys' account? 46. You might want to get out the room. You coming in with your member ID. That's not safe for you. So log out the room and come in with a username. Go ahead and click out the room. 46 35 60. Log out the room. There you go. Okay. So I'm about to start looking in people's accounts. If you have any questions before I start. Marsha, okay, hold on. Sorry about that, Marsha. I didn't, Hold on. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Do you recommend buying premium upgrades for placement? Yes. It don't matter who bought them. Now, Marshall, let me for the newbies in here. Hold on. I know you guys probably don't like me putting up the screen, but it's a real good teaching tool. Hold on. And I'm gonna tell you another crucial. All right, hold on. Now, Marsha, I don't know if you're new. Right here, this is a very important step. Very important. One of the most important steps. Right here. Almost full matrices on top. You always do that. Always, always, always. Now, if you got a little account of, 5 matrices, 10, 20, doesn't really matter. But as you start getting to your second page of matrices, or you start getting past your 20, close to your 30, and then you're going to get into your second page, this is the most important thing. Or if you had a bunch of tripler, If you had a bunch of tripler converted, that means it's going to give you a lot of matrices. This is the most important. This is you always want to, because once again, you want to save money, right? You want to maximize your money, so you need to focus on the almost full matrices. And yes, Marsha, it doesn't matter if you or anybody else. All you care about is how full is that matrix and cycling that matrix faster. Hold on, matter of fact, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you some. Let me go back to the beginning of my account. I'm gonna go to the beginning real quick. All right, now look at this, Marsha. This person, Sharon, she bought the placement. Guess what I did? I spent $5, bought the premium, upgraded the premium. So now why would I do that? Now, because it's beneficial to me, because this is only one spot left. So she went on ahead and bought the placement. Now, what this does, this is not her matrix. In her matrix, this is different. This looks different in her matrix. This looks way different in her matrix, but this is my matrix. But in my matrix, all my spots are filled except one. She went on ahead and bought placements, not for me, but for herself. So I went on ahead and upgraded the premium. I upgraded the premium because it helped me out. So yes, when you get stuff like this, look at this. This person right here, placement purchased by Yuri. I upgraded that. Why? Spend $5, make $50. Same thing right here. Spend $5. Philip, that's one of my referrals. Philip, right here, he bought the placement, upgraded the premium. I mean, so yes. Now this is one where it says you. So yeah, even whether it's you or somebody else, Marsha, if it can help you cycle that matrix, now don't do it into a mostly empty matrix. I wouldn't, focus on the almost full. That's why this is important. That's why this right here, this right here is very important, especially as your matrix numbers goes up and up and up and up and up. You really need to focus on your almost full because you want to save money. You want to cycle faster, right? So definitely, yes. It doesn't matter who buys it. If it can help you. Now, if somebody buy a placement in an almost empty matrix, I mean, I wouldn't, unless that's all you got. If you got a bunch of empty matrices, then there's nothing you can do. Hello, Mrs. Hello. If you got a bunch of empty matrices, then there's nothing you can do. But if you got a more developed account, then you need to hit that button of almost full, okay? You need to hit that button, and it doesn't matter if you or somebody else. But let me get into accounts. Here we go. I'm about to start getting into members' accounts. I'm going to tell you in order right now. I advise you to stay in the room because if you leave, I will skip over your account, and it will be handled in email by one of the moderators. All right, let me call. Let me see. This is a decent amount. This isn't too bad. Okay, here we go. Wait a minute. TJ, I think I looked at yours last time. I'll look at yours after because you sent me like a half. I don't know what I'll read that afterwards. All right, but here we go. And Angel Peebo. Oh, okay. Peebo, Chris, Waylon, Justin, Charles, Dave, Benjamin, Ty, Bill and Ann Walker, Jay, Oakland, and Robert Sanchez. Those are the people that have sent me emails, so I'll be looking into their accounts. And Angel Peebo is first. So identify yourself in the room, Angel. And okay. Are you Angel? Hold on, let me look into the email. Tija, I'm going to look at you because I think you asked a question or something. So I'm going to look into, oh yeah, just been paid forever. Okay, Angela Peebo, okay. Yeah, you might want to come in, to make it easier for me to come in with, sometimes you guys can come in with your names that you email me to, your usernames or something. But it's okay. All right, here we go. I always log into the accounts first. I never put you guys' member ID on the screen. I always log into your accounts first. Oh, this will be easy. This is only six matrices, so I mean this will be easy. This will be an easy account. All right. Here we go. Hold on, let me scroll by to make sure you ain't got any Any matrices where you are your own upline. Okay, no matrices where you are your own upline. Let me stop it because I know the page is probably white right now. You did what you were supposed to do in that matrix. Leave it alone. I mean, you got to let your expiring tripler fill out the rest, okay? Because you already, it says your placement field, so I'm assuming you know that it didn't come like that. That you paid to have that, right? Okay. And I hope that did you write me an email that you did want your account? I hope you wanted your account on screen. If not, I apologize. I ain't really read the email, but right here you did what you were supposed to do. So no more. You did what you were supposed to do. Your placement field. Let your expiring triple or let the system fill out the rest. You know, unless you want to get aggressive and fill these spots number 4. I mean, you'll take less profit, but you'll cycle it faster. So it all depends how much profit you want, Angel. How much profit do you want? So if you want a little less profit, but you want to cycle it faster, you want to get your money back faster, then okay, go ahead and buy a placement and premium placement in spots 4 in the first 2 matrices and the first 3. Now this matrix right here, I was by the placement and premium placement on spots 4 and 5. This is a clean matrix. Now this is a good example. You might say, well, what do you mean? This is my term. This is not a just been paid term. This is my term. What do you mean by quote unquote clean matrix? Number 1, there's no placement loan on it. See right here, it would usually be, see right here, there's no placement loan on it. No $5 placement loan, no $10 placement loan. And number 2, this matrix came with 3 or more spots already pre-filled. Already 2 or more, but this is a good one. 3 right here. So this one, you can maximize your profit on this. So, Angel, 4 or 5 spot, buy a placement and premium placement, then let the system fill out the rest, or your expiring tripler fill out the rest, okay? I don't recommend spending over 20, but if you do, it's not the end of the world. It doesn't mean you did something bad, you know, don't worry about it. Right here too. 3 and 4, buy a placement and a premium placement. 3 and 4, right here. See that? Then you're done. Leave it alone. No, matter of fact, just 3, because I see you already bought the placement in number 2. I missed that. Sorry about that. See that? So just 3, not 3 and 4, just 3. Once again, unless you want to get aggressive, if you want less profit, meaning instead of $40 profit or $50 profit, if you want 30 or 40, go ahead and upgrade this right here. Both of these. Depends on how much profit you comfortable with. If you want 40 or 50, just do this one, leave it alone. If you want 30 to 40, because remember, your premium placement will get refunded. If you fill your own placement, they get refunded. So that's why I'm giving you numbers between 40 to 50 and 30 to 40, because I don't know if your premium placements, if your expiring triplet will fill these placements out. Okay, so it all depends how much profit you want. Do you want to cycle fast but take less profit, or you want to cycle a lot longer but take more profit? So it all depends. If you want, but right now you still feel this 3rd spot right here. Still feel that. You want less profit, cycle faster, then you go ahead and fill that 4th spot. And then this one right here, the same thing. It all depends. How fast do you want your money? Less profit, but you cycle faster, then go ahead and fill these next 2 spots. That'll be what, $30 in that matrix. I don't recommend that, but I don't know your financial situation. You may want your matrices faster. You may not have that much patience. I don't know. But if you're willing to wait, then just do the 3rd spot. Just do the 3rd spot, buy a placement, a premium placement, and let it go. Okay? And that's in practically. But in this one right here, you do the 4th and the 5th in this one. You do the 4th and the 5th. This is a clean matrix. This is a good matrix right here. The first 3 spots came pre-filled. Very good matrix right there. And the rest of them, like I said, it all depends what you want your profit level and how much patience that you have. Okay, let's go on to the next one. But that's, we're going to go on to the next one. But that's basically it, Angel. Okay? That's basically it. And we're going on to the next one. On to the next one. Okay, Chris. Is Chris Whalen? Okay, just been paid, our Angel. Thanks. No problem. Keep coming back. I'll look into your accounts as long as it takes. Is Chris Whalen here? Oh, Chris. Yeah, okay. I think that's CJ. Okay. I think that is CJ Chris Whalen. That's you? All right. All right. Okay. So let me put your member. I don't put your member ID on the screen. I bought placement. It's okay to show my account on the screen. Okay, it's okay to show his account on the screen. Okay. I log into the account first because I don't want to put your member ID up on the screen. I bought placements ungrateful for the first 2 minutes. It listed me just as you reckon. So what? Now what? You don't nothing else. When you are your own upline, don't worry about nothing else. Once you fill those first 2 spots, that's all you need to do. Because it'll fill 2 other spots in another matrix, okay? But this will be an easy account. This first matrix, leave it alone, okay? You already spent 20. Now, if you want to, once again, I don't know your financial situation. Maybe you want your money back faster. So you go ahead and buy this placement and premium. That'll be $30, and you'll make a $30 profit unless, you know, some of your placements get refunded to your own expiring tripler. But I will leave it like that. You spent 20, that's enough right there. Let the system fill out this last one, okay? Unless, like I said, it depends on how aggressive you want to get. Let me scroll fast to see if I see any matrix where you are your own upline. Okay, yeah, you said you already did this. I read your email. Okay, you did what you're supposed to do. That's it. So you just gotta wait till it get filled. You did what you're supposed to do, and that's great. And you did what you okay, yep, that's great. That's that's awesome. You did what you're supposed to do. And you did what you're supposed to do. And matter of fact, I'm willing to bet that this 428. Let me see if I can match this. 428. Let me see if I can match it. Yep, here we go. Now see this? Now for the newbies again, let's do this again. I'm gonna take a little, this clogs up time. But for the newbies, I feel you guys need visuals. You guys need visuals. Now look at this. He's his own upline right now. Make sure you guys can see this right here. Okay, you see this? He's his own upline. You see that? He's his own. Now pay attention to these numbers right here. Hurry up. Try to, I can't spend as much time as I did before, but try to put these numbers in your mind. Right here. Try to put these numbers in your mind. So let's try to find these numbers. 428 2399. Okay, let's go. Let's try to find these numbers. Let's try to find these numbers real fast. He got a smaller. So here, look at this. Now you see that? His first. Remember, here we go. I'm gonna scroll down real fast so you're gonna see white. I'm gonna stop so you guys can see it. Look at this. His first 2 spots. He's his own upline. He's his own upline. He filled the first 2 spots. Now that he just saved himself money. Why? Remember that number, the 99428, 994200 400. Look at this. We're gonna find this right here. It's gonna be. Now look at this. It's 3 and 4 in this matrix. So he saved himself money. See this? Remember the numbers now. You see that? So that's what happens. You saw it live and direct. And you know what, Chris? Go ahead and buy a placement since you saved yourself money. Go ahead and fill this one out too. Buy a placement and premium placement for this right here. Since you saved your money. This was filled from the other matrix, right? You didn't buy this. You bought this from another matrix. So in essence, you got these for free. You're going to fill these for free. So go ahead to help you cycle even faster. This matrix right here, buy the placement and premium placement for that, okay? Because you only spending $10 on this matrix so far. This is free. You got this for free from your other matrix, okay? So go ahead and fill that second spot. Upgrade this open premium. I always recommend upgrading this open premium. And you fill this spot right here. Upgrade this open premium, $5, and buy a placement and premium placement in here. See that? All right. Okay, you did what you supposed. You already did what you're supposed to do in that first matrix. Already told you what to do in the second matrix. In this matrix, you can do 2 and 3, but focus on the other matrices first, because they're better than this one. All right. But when you get done with the other ones, you can do 2 and 3 in this one, but focus on those other ones, those better ones first, like this one right here. Right here. Buy the placement and premium placement, and you saved yourself. Now this one, you can just, you can go ahead and buy the placement and premium placement and these empty ones, but I will wait first. Let's focus on your better ones. Let's focus on your better ones first. Then you get to those, like this one, and then this one right here. So your number 1 right here. Your number 1 is right here. Buy a placement and premium placement spot number 2, and then your number 2 matrix is to focus on is this one. You upgrade to premium, then you buy a placement and premium placement in this, okay? And that's basically it for now. So you only got 8 matrices, and that's all you can do. Well, you can, when you get done with that, what I just told you, those 2 matrices, you can, in this one, go ahead and buy the placements and premium placement spots number 1 and 2, okay? But do the other stuff first. Then focus on these ones. Then buy the placements and premium placement in these empty ones. But focus on those other ones first. Then you get to these, and like this one, buy placement and premium placement spots 1 and 2. But that's after you do what you're supposed to do in the other ones, okay? Yeah, okay, that's it. So I gave you guys a live demonstration, which you can see how when you are your own upline, it can affect other matrices. I gave you two live demonstrations of that. So to let you know, it's not voodoo. I'm not talking about stuff I don't know. This stuff is real. It really is. Okay, Justin. Is Justin in here? Justin? Yes, it is Magic, Stacy. It's Magic. I'm like, Justin in here? I don't think that person in there. Snoop, my look, I want. Okay, Justin's not here. Justin's going once. Justin going twice. Justin has to get skipped over, so we on to the next one. Charles Rogers. It's Charles Rogers, then Dave Smith. Charles Rogers, Dave Smith, then Benjamin. Charles Rogers, Dave Smith. Charles Rogers. Is that Chaz? Is that Chaz? I think Chaz is Charles Rogers, right? Is that correct, Chaz? All right. So Charles Rogers, we're on to you. We're moving on. We can do this. We might be able to actually get out of here at 10. There's not that many. So that means people are learning. That means people are taking my advice and they're learning. They're applying it to their accounts, and I love that. I absolutely love that. My teachings is working. My training is working. We getting smaller accounts, which I like. That's great. I mean, it's easy to look in smaller accounts. I mean, it don't matter what account you got. I don't mind looking into it. But when you get smaller accounts, I mean, it makes it so much. Okay, let me. I just did. Hold on. Okay, yeah, this is the same account. All right. Let me scroll down and see if you are your own upline. Let me scroll down and see if you are. This is like a weird, kind of weird, And upgrade this right here, Rogers. I always recommend upgrading Open Premium. Okay, upgrade those 2 when you can. I always recommend. You look like you already did the other stuff. You really don't need my. In this matrix right here, upgrade, buy a placement and premium placement spot number 3, and then leave it alone. That's $20. That's enough, okay? Spot number 3, do that, then leave it alone. Now, this one, I would say you spend, but no. And Rogers, Charles, upgrade these open premiums in this one too, and then leave it alone, okay? After that, no more money. You spent enough money on it, but somebody else bought Wayne already bought the placements for you, so you upgrade on the premium. You save yourself some money, and you cycle the matrix faster, okay? So upgrade those right there. Upgrade those, and then leave it alone. This one about to fill. Whenever these premiums get filled, you're gonna cycle that and get your money. So ain't nothing you can do with that matrix. It's gonna fill. Somebody else bought the placements for you. Okay. Hold on. And then this one, I wouldn't even. You know what? Let's get a little bit aggressive. You could maximize your profits, Charles, and let your 4th position. Shut my door. They can hear. You can maximize your profits if you're willing to wait. If you got a little patience, you can wait and let the system fill this. But if you want your money back faster, but you're going to take less profit now, it's going to be less profit, but you'll get your money back faster. You can go ahead and buy a placement and premium placement in this, but I wouldn't do it. I think you're fine. But like I said, I don't know your financial situation. You may want your money back much faster. You may be willing to take a little less profit, $10 less profit and get your money back faster. That's up to you. Okay, but everything else look fine. I already told you else what to do, upgrade those open premiums. And so, I already told you, let's go. Let's go on to the next one. That's it on that one. Let's go on to the next one. Let's see. All right. Dave, did Dave identify himself? Dave and Benjamin and Ty. Dave, Benjamin, then Ty, then Bill and Ann, then Jay, then Oakland, then Roberto, then Beatrice. Beatrice sent me 2 emails. I don't know why. Okay, but Dave, let me look into the room and see if Dave identifies that. Dave, okay, Dave's here. Okay, that's great. Dave is here. That is awesome. Thank you for your patience, Dave. And let's see what I can do with your account. I'm going to log in first because I don't want to put your business out there with your member ID out there. We got some bad people out there sometimes. They don't have the greatest intentions, and if they do have your member ID, don't mean they can have your account, but it makes it much easier. So we don't want to put your personal. Oh, yeah, hold on, I'm busy right now. All right, and this person want me to put their emails on there. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Ask my brother. Yeah. Hold on. You want to join? Can I join? You want to join? You got to come in here every day. Come in here every day, Mike. I got to get to know you. Make sure you're trustworthy. I can't just, because it's a lot of people in line. It's a few people in line that want to be hired. Okay, here we go, Dave. And let me scroll down and see if you got any matrices where you are your own upline, because that makes it better. Like this. Here you go. And you got a little. You're supposed to fill the first 2 spots in this, Dave. But it seemed like now this one, even though you are your own upline, I would still consider this spending too much money. Because after you fill the first 2 spots, you're supposed to leave that alone, or at least the first 3. But you doing like 5 out of your 6, and that. So even though you're on your own upline, and you're gonna save money based off your first 2 positions, then you went on and filled your 3rd, your 4th, and your 6th. That's your profit level is gonna go down. Remember, every time you buy a placement and premium placement, your profit level goes down $5 every time you do that. Okay. And you did it, and look at this. I don't know how much, because I don't know how much these come from other matrices where you are your own upline, and I don't know if somebody else did this, but in these matrices, it doesn't look like you're going to make much profit. I'm scrolling fast, so don't say, hey, you're scrolling too fast. I only see white. I'm doing it on purpose, because when I see a lot of similar matrices, I scroll fast, because ain't no sense in me going through them one by one. Whoa, Dave, look at this, Dave. This is too much money, buddy. And don't feel bad and think I'm picking on you, Dave. I did this when I first got an adjustment paid. If you remember the little story I told, well, not a little, a big story. I did this kind of stuff because I was so anxious to get my money out. But this is too much money, Dave. You see this? This is $30 right here. This is $30 right here off the top. So I know your placement field. I don't know if you bought the placement and premium placement, but even if you just bought the premium, that's 30, 35, 40, 45. That's 45 in that matrix. Now, if you did buy the placement too, yikes, that's no profit. If you bought the like right here, how you bought the placement and the premium, if you did that in these other 3, that's no profit. You'll make 0 profit. You won't lose any money. But you won't get any profit. And that's what I'm here for, Dave. I'm going to help you out. So we got to fix this. After you cycle these off, we got to make sure your other ones you make better profits. You just know right here, I don't recommend more than 20. Now, if you go to 25 or 30, it's no big deal. It's not a bad thing, but over 30 is like the absolute cutoff where I would recommend, because you want to make some profit on this. You want to make profit, and you need your other profits to cycle your other stuff. So And I'm seeing a lot of matrices like this, Dave, where you spent a lot of money in them. But don't. It's a lesson learned. You're not going to lose money now. You're just not going to make that much money. You're not going to make very much profit. And we'll fix that. That's what I'm here for. No more than $20 in the matrix. And this one right here, and spot number 4, premium placement and premium placement, then leave it alone. That's it. No more money. Same thing with this one. Placement and premium placement, that's it, then leave it alone. Placement and premium placement, then leave it alone. But I will wait till you cycle. Same thing in 4 spot right here, then leave it alone. No more in this one right here. You know, already did enough. I will wait till you cycle off those other ones first, because unless you got the money now. If you got the money now, you can, maybe you got some money to spend. You did what you're supposed to do in this matrix, leave it alone. You did what you're supposed to do in this matrix, leave it alone. You done. You spent your 20 in that. Now you gotta wait. You gotta be patient and let the system do it. I will leave this one alone, unless you want to get aggressive with that one, with the number 4 spot. But I will leave this one alone. I will leave that one alone too. This one right here, number 4, placement and premium placement, then leave it alone. See that? See this one? Writing down a number, placement and premium placement, spot number 4, and leave it alone. You already did what you're supposed to do in this one. Leave it alone. Let the system. You got to stay patient. Let the system fill out the rest. Let the system fill out the rest. No. Whoa. You see this? You see this right here? That's too much, Dave. We got to fix this, and we will. We'll fix this, buddy. We'll get your profit levels up, because this ain't much profit in this one. That's see that? Make sure the newbies don't do this. And I did it too, so I made this mistake too, because I was just anxious to get my money out and cycle the matrix. That's enough in that one right there. Your placements field, that's enough. And this one, that's definitely enough. See that? You starting to spend too much in this one, so leave that one alone too. See that? Leave that alone. You spent enough money in that, let it go. Let the system, you got to stay patient and let your buy some expiring tripler now. But that's basically it. Let me see. I'm going to scroll up. We just got to get your profit level up. That's what we got to do now. Now, if you don't got the money, just let these cycle out. Even though they're not going to be no profit, you'll still get $60 back, okay? You'll still get 50 to 60 depending on how many of these placements your expiring tripler fill. So you'll get about probably $40 to $50 out of this one, and out of this one, and yeah. See this last one, this last spot. Let the system fill that one. Don't do that. Don't right there, because you already spent enough money in that right there. See that? Now in this one when you do spend money in, when you get a chance, number 4 spot, then leave it alone. See that? Buy placement and premium placement, number 4 spot, boom, leave it alone. See that? See the number? Pay attention to the number. This one, leave it alone. You already filled the first 2 spots, and that's enough. That's your 20. Same thing with this one. Leave it alone. Now this one, here go another one. Too much money. But what's done is done. We can't cry over spilled milk. We can't hold our head down. We can't be upset. We cycle this, and we just use the money to cycle more and get more profits out of the other one. Okay? Don't feel bad. And I'm not, I hope you don't take it as I'm picking on you, because it's just a demonstration purpose, because I did the exact same thing. So, and this one, once, yeah, you got to cycle these bad matrices off. These matrices that you spend too much money in, just let all you can do now, just let them cycle off and take that money and use it to make more profits than other ones. Yeah, all these other ones. Yeah. See, even though they're filled, they're going to be filled now, but it's going to be little to no profit in them. You can't reverse it. What's done is done. That's you keep it moving. All right. Hold on.
I disagree, Gab. No. Restart is what keeps this program going.
All right. Sorry about that. Now, in this one where you are your own upline, you already filled your first 2 spots, so leave it alone. And I really don't focus on the second pages too much when they're mostly empty. But that's it. So let's go on to the next one. But I hope that Dave, don't feel bad, buddy. It's it happens to a lot of newbies, So you just we gotta pick it up here.
Basically, it's
We
like
gotta change that and change our profit level, and we will. That's what I'm here for. That's what they hired me for, to help you guys out. Okay, Benjamin, is Benjamin here? I think AG Benjamin. I just know the last name Benjamin. Benjamin, Ty, Bill and Ann, Jay, Colin, Roberto, Beatrice, and then Ty again, John Creel, Ernie Cougar. Is Benjamin in here? Last name Benjamin. Ty has symptoms information. Money. Money, Mike. That's the benefit. But it's Benjamin here. Benjamin, last name Benjamin. I can't pronounce your hyphenated first names. I can so I guess we'll move on. Ty. How about automatic placement upgrade sub to help fill the matrices automatically? I don't you gotta send that to Carl and Fred. Bill and Ann, is Bill and Ann still in here? Bill and Ann. Bill and Ann. How are you doing? Bill NZ. Is he still in here? Bill NZ. Bill NZ going once. Okay, JC. I see you, John Creel. I see you out. I see you though. Why people see me and then boom again. Okay, Bill left, so this is, hey, we just make it easy for me. We just going to the next one. Jay, is Jay in here? No problem. Just looking to build stuff to build my account. Up to quit. Thank you. ID is below. Haven't made custom using now. I can't really. Jay, I can't really. I need your member. I need your member ID. So, cause didn't have ID name. Just use J. Okay, I'll see if it worked, but I don't know if it'll work cause I got member access. I don't log in the regular way. I log in with member access. And all right, it looked like it did. Jay, you don't have any matrices. I can't all I can say is just keep buying triplet. You don't have any matrices, Jay. Also, all you can do right now is let's keep building up your account. A colon. All you can do with Alex Collin Alex Collin. All you can do is buy tripler and keep reinvesting and try to get some. Use my pictures to help you get referrals. Use my pictures to help you get referrals and buy tripler and keep reinvesting to build up your account and try your best to get referrals. But Alex Collin, are you here? Alex Collin. Alex Collin going once. Alex Collin going twice. Okay. He's not in here, so we go on to the next one. Roberto Sanchez. I remember, he was in here earlier. Is he still in here? Roberto Sanchez. Did he stay patient enough, or did he have to leave, or did he? Can I? Yes, of course you can, Slim. Of course you can. Okay, Roberto's here, so we move on to Roberto. Yes, yes, Slim. I don't mind people using. I really can't stop it anyway. I mean, unless because it's the picture. The internet is so vast that how could I really stop it? So it wasn't no sense to me. Now I should have watermarked it. I didn't know how to do watermark though. I didn't know how to do that stuff. So somebody told me, you said, Snoop, you should have watermarked your pictures. And I should have, but I didn't know how to do it. So all right, here we go. Your first matrix, you did what you're supposed to do. Leave it alone. Your second matrix, you did what you're supposed to do. Leave it alone. Your third, you did what you're supposed to do. Leave it alone. You look like you did Roberto, you did everything you were supposed. There's nothing. I mean, perfect account, perfect matrix. I mean, there's nothing you did. Everything you filled your first two spots. Now you gotta wait. Now you gotta wait for your expiring triplet to fill them, or you gotta wait for the system. But that's a first time ever. You did exactly. You only got 7 matrices, and you filled the first 2 spots in all of them, and now you gotta wait. So that's Roberto. I have no advice for you because you did it all on your own. You must have been paying attention, or you already know what to do. So that's no advice. Now you just gotta wait. You need more expiring tripler, or you can wait for the system, to cycle them out. So how long will it take for the system? It can be a couple months, for the system to cycle those out. Or even long, but okay, on to the next one. That's all. I mean, Roberto can't get, you did everything. Give yourself a round of applause. Waka Flocka, round of applause. So I'm on Beatrice Evans. Should I buy a placement on spots 4 and 5? Beatrice Evans, is she still in here? I have one guy who does not want to do anything. What should I do? You can't do anything, Roberto. You can't force anybody to buy a placement and premium placement. There's nothing you really can do. Snoop, after you bought placements and premiums, is there a time frame when the matrix will expire? Suppose the matrix never cycles. Well, it'll cycle, AJ. If you buy a placement and premium placements, it'll cycle. It will. Now, a completely empty one, it could take over a year. If you do nothing with a completely empty one, it could take a year. Now, but if you buy placement and premium placements in one, because there's always going to be expiring triplers from you and everybody else, it'll cycle. It'll take a couple months. If you just got the first 2 spots filled, it'll take a couple months. It'll get filled from your expiring tripler or from somebody else. So don't worry about that. Okay, hold on. Be interested. 385. Okay, 385. Wait, 385. 385. Hold on. 13. Yes, Beatrice. Yeah. Go ahead and upgrade those premiums, Beatrice, in that matrix that you said. In that matrix that you said, go ahead and might not even put a count on the screen, but yeah. And you got a bunch of other open premiums too. Matter of fact, let me put it on real quick, cause let me put it on real quick. Let me put it on the screen real quick. All right. Now this should be relative. I'm gonna go try to go fast, Beatrice. You got to keep up with me, okay? There's only 27 matrices. I can do this really fast. See this number 1. Buy that premium placement. Matrix number 2. You did what you're supposed to do. Leave it alone. Matrix number 3, where you got them 2 open premiums, 385, 113 that you sent me about. Yes, upgrade those 2 open premiums, then leave it alone. Either you or somebody else bought these expedited. You know these are a waste of time, waste of money. But if you did them, then you know that maybe you did, maybe somebody else did them. But right here, this matrix right here, Beatrice, upgrade, do all these open premiums right here. See that? Right here. Spend that 20 and cycle that off, get your money. Cycle that off, upgrade those open premiums. Okay, let's go. That open premium, then leave it alone. This right here, upgrade this open premium. Keep up with me, but I hope you're keeping up with me. This open premium, right here, spot number 2, then spot number 4, then leave it alone. No more money in that one, okay? The same one with any matrices, Beatrice, where you already bought a placement in spot number 2 and you're waiting to upgrade the premium. Upgrade that premium, and then spot number 4 to buy a placement and premium placement, okay? So I'm skipping past those. Now in this one, where you are your own upline, the first spot is already filled. You already bought a placement in spot number 2, so you upgrade at the premium. Then at spot number 4, somebody else bought the placement, saving you money. So you upgrade that premium, then leave it alone, okay? See that? You are your own. It's that matrix where you are your own upline. You got 2 open premiums, upgrade those. Same thing with this one. You are your own upline. You got 2 open premiums in that matrix, upgrade them, then leave it alone. And this one, I already told you about this matrix. You got a bunch of these where, look at this. So I'm describing for you because you got about 3, 4, 5 of them. You got a number of them, so I don't need to go through each one. The first spot is already filled. The second spot, you bought a placement, and there's an open premium. You know to upgrade that, and then in spot 4, you skip spot 3 because it's already in spot 4. You buy a placement and premium placement, then leave it alone. And you got a number of matrices like that, so you know to do that in automate. This one right here, you upgrade the premiums, leave it alone, okay? See that? 2 open premiums, you do that, then leave it alone, all right? Same thing with this. Upgrade to open premiums, then leave it alone. Spots 2 and 4. You got to also, Beatrice, you got a bunch of matrices where 2 and 3 got open premiums. You upgrade those, okay? I'm scrolling past that one because same thing with that. Same thing with that. Same thing with that. Okay. And then that's it. The other ones, don't worry about those right now. Just focus on the ones that I just told you, okay? Focus on the ones that I just told you. Yeah, okay. That's it. I hope you were paying attention. I can't really, it's about time for us to get out of here. So I want to get everybody, okay? But I hope you're paying attention. On to the next one. Let's go. Bernard, Fork, and Ty. Bernard, Ty, John, Ernie, Chris. Already did Chris, but I guess he want me to do it again. Bernard, Ty, John, Creel, Ernie, and Vernon. So is Bernard still? Okay, Bernard still here. That's great, sir. Thank you for staying patient. Come on, let's go through pay attention because I'm gonna try to speed up a little bit. I'm gonna take my time. If I see something that's a great teaching tool, then I'll take my time. Let me see, Bernard. Let me go back to your beginning of your account. Let me get this up on the screen. Hold on, make sure you said you wanted this up on the screen. I guess you didn't have no problem with it, so let's, okay. Let's go. Oh, this is a great matrix. The number one, I think I already looked in your account, Bernard. I think you already told you what to do, but your first one's okay. Your second one, upgrade that open. See this? Upgrade that open premium. Then in spot number 4, buy a placement at premium placement spot number 4. You see that? Okay, leave it alone. I got to go kind of fast, so you got to keep up with me. In spot number 4, in your third matrix, buy a placement and premium placement. Okay. In your fourth, upgrade at a premium. Then buy a placement in spots. Buy a placement and premium placement spot number 4, and leave it alone. Okay. Number 5, do the same thing in number 4 and do it in number 5. I'm seeing about do it in number 6. Number 7, buy a placement and premium place spot number 4. Same thing in this man. You got a bunch of matrices where your second spot is already filled, or you need to upgrade a premium. Go ahead and upgrade a premium. In this case, the premium is already upgraded by you. Go ahead and fill spot number 4, then leave it alone. Okay. Same. I see a lot of similar matrices, so basically just do the same. In this matrix, upgrade to open premium. See that? Then leave it alone. Same. It's a bunch of similar matrices. So when I say similar, like this, Bernard, see like this, the placement was bought by you in spot number 2, but then there's an open premium. You upgrade the open premium, then you go to spot 4, buy a placement, premium placement, leave it alone. You got numerous matrices like that. There's no need for me to go on one by one because you know they're all similar. Oh, here we go. This is not, I'm gonna take a little time on this one, not too much. Here we go. Now, Joseph, you need to really pay attention to this one. Look at this one, folks. How many newbies stayed? I hope a lot of you newbies. I know some of you left, but I hope a lot of you newbies stayed. Please, I hope any newbies, pay attention right now. Look at this. Not only is it his own upline, but look at this right here. This is the other matrix that I was talking. The rare one. Remember, we see a bunch of ones where people are their upline, but look at this. What's unique about this? The first 2 spots are filled with his name. So that means, Joseph, when you fill these next 4 spots, they're going to fill 2 other spots and 2 other matrices, basically 4. You're going to affect 3 different matrices with this one. So go ahead and fill this whole one out. So it may seem like you're spending a whole bunch of money in this, but you're not really. You're not, because you're affecting 4 other spots and 2 other matrices. Okay? You're on your own upline. Your first 2 spots came filled with your name. This is a golden matrix. Golden matrix. Okay? So go ahead and fill out the rest of these. Buy a placement and premium placement, all the rest of them. Because yes, you're spending a lot of money in this, but you'll save money in the end because you're filled 4 other spots and 2 other matrices, okay? So for the newbies, this is what we mean right here. This is what I mean. Remember when I was making a point earlier, about 45 minutes ago, half hour ago? See this? Right here. He's his own. The first 2 spots came pre-filled. So go ahead and fill out the rest of that. Okay, let's move on. And then you got a bunch of other matrices where the first spot is only filled. And all those matrices, matter of fact, Joseph, skip over these for now. For now. Right now, focus on that matrix where I told you, where the first 2 spots can't fill with your name. And I'm scrolling fast, so don't complain about me scrolling fast. And you got a bunch of matrices like this. I already told you what to do with these matrices, okay? So I hope you remember. This by the upgraded premium, then focus on spot number 4. And you got a bunch of them like that, so just do them all in the same. I don't need to go through them one by one. And then that mega matrix, that golden matrix where it came pre-filled, where the first 2 spots was your name filled on them, okay? So let's move on. I hope you paid attention. I can't really spend that too much time on one because I'm trying to move fast. It's past 10 o'clock. We're supposed to be out of here, but usually I like to stay over to help as many people as I can. But I hope you were paying attention, Bernard. If not, just come back to the next one. Come back again. John Creel. No, Ty. Let me see, Ty. Ty, I already looked at you. Oh, Kelly. Looked at Kelly. All right, hold on. So I got John, Ernie, and Chris. John, Ernie, we got 3 more left. John, Ernie, and